Mostra o teu poder, desliza no beat, faz acontecer. O mundo gira ao teu redor. Com esse swing, tu é maior. Mexe, remexe sem parar. Essa energia vai te levar. Chão tremendo, todo mundo a dançar. É um baile que nunca vai acabar.
Sobe o clima, sente o calor. Requebra no ritmo, sente o amor. Vem no flow, não pode negar. Essa vibe é nossa, pode acreditar.
Mexe, remexe sem parar. Essa energia vai te levar. Chão tremendo, todo mundo a dançar. É um baile que nunca vai acabar. Nunca vai acabar.
You take my mouth, raise my sense. I can't breathe or shout, overheating.
Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. Words feel like we're strangers, drifting only apart. I'm overheating. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. Words feel like we're strangers, drifting only apart. I'm overheating. Stuck in the same old feeling, feel so detached. My vocal cords are bleeding, overreact. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. Words feel like we're strangers, drifting only apart. I'm overheating.
Ugh. Good afternoon, everybody. You doing well? It's Wednesday, and it'll be the last day this week that I do any streaming. Starting tomorrow, I will be traveling to San Antonio, where I will be attending Ecchi Expo. For those of you who don't know what Ecchi Expo is, it's literally just the adult side of anime convention. Never been before. You know, I've gone to Anime Expo like the past. I didn't go last year, but I went the past 2 years. You know, I go to local conventions a lot. I do thank you. It should be alright. It should be interesting. I've not gone to this one. But you know, Ecchi is sort of like my bread and butter. It's kind of it is my favorite thing in anime. Let's just say it's what I like the most in anime. And games, apparently. So it should be fun. I'm hoping to meet a bunch of people with, you know, similar interests. Obviously, you're not going to be going to Ecchi Expo unless you like fan service. And if you're going to Ecchi Expo and you don't like fan service, what are you even doing with your life? So I'm hoping to meet some like-minded individuals. I will be going with a friend, so that should be fun. And what am I doing right now? I just want Primogens. So I believe there was a way to get them. There we go. Bing ball, whatever this is. We're gonna do this. Finches are still the cutest. But this is what we gotta do to get the to get our Primogens. At least one of the things. So, and I've only got 4 more days to do this. Chirp, chirp, coo, coo, chirp, chirp, chirp. Bossima the 5th. Who the fuck is Bossima the 5th? Yeah, are you speaking some kind of code? A technique that... Sort of. This is a technique I use to communicate with the cute little finches. So, she's chirping at these fat creatures. That is a fat finch. Hey, holy shit, I've never seen a finch that big. Oh, I seem to have forgotten to say hello to you folks. And the all-important opening line. What is the all-important opening line? Kind travelers passing through, I, Bossima the 5th. Bossima the 5th is such a weird name. A Murta researcher, rising mercantile star, and expert on adorable animals, offer my heartfelt greetings. That is a lot of frickin' titles. So she's Bossima the 5th. She's a murder researcher. She's a rising mercantile star and an expert on adorable animals. It's a lot. Please, relax thy body, clear thy mind, and listen closely, for I have a matter of utmost importance to share with you. Is that why she's saying thy? Finches are the cutest? Oh wow, Paimon's right! You are absolutely correct. Congratulations. Looks like the finch's cuteness got to you too. You're even jumping to answer right away. Paimon. What's Paimon saying? This is odd. Paimon's not sure why, but when she saw the game on the table, the line just popped into her head. Weird that Paimon's actually right about something. We have... Does this feel familiar to you too, Brand? We've met this lady before. Yes, we have. And it wasn't just a brief encounter either. It warms my heart to see you both still full of life. I do vaguely remember meeting her like a long-ass time ago. This is version 17 from the 3rd generation of Bing Bang Finchball. Bing Bang Finchball. As you unwind and enjoy the game, you'll also get to hear wonderful stories about how the little finch alongside the much, much bigger, ancient scarlet plume finch triumphed over the gulls. So right, we fight seagulls as a finch. Let's play. Let's play. Okay. Oh, I know this game. This is just ping pong. Right. I remember now. Okay. Let's do it. So we just gotta keep going here. We're gonna use 2 hands for this. Space to fire. Crosshairs. Do this. And now we do J and R. Or J and F. Sorry, F and J. Yeah, this is literally just... Yeah, get those stupid seagulls. Man, even the seagulls are fat as fuck in this game. Ah! I lost one. I think that's the first time I lost one. Choom. Gotta keep that combo going. Ba-choom! And that was weak. You know, I noticed this is a lot easier than pinball because the bird gets stuck to the little flippers. Boom. Okay, and I think we got our best score, so we don't really need to worry too much anymore. I'm just trying to see how high I can get at this point. Honestly, all I really want to do is I just want to keep going as fast and as far as possible until I get all of them, because I think all of these stages have been unlocked. Okay, so let's do it. The pop... Oh, I missed that. Oh, here. So I think the goal is to stop the seagulls from reaching this. What are those? Maybe. Boom. Boom. There we go. Boom. Oh, there's a lot of them. We gotta blow these things up. For whatever reason, it's much harder to get the ones on the right than it is on the left. There we go. Friggin' finally. Get those stupid seagulls. Get them. There we go. Alright, I think I've almost got the maximum number of points I really need here. Yeah, buddy. Woo, woo. Well, I really should pay attention. There we go. At this point, I don't think it matters because I've already got the maximum number of points I can, or I need. Good. I lost one bench, but it's okay. Right, next, really quick. Slam this. Shameless goal is protected by a ward. You'll need to hit it, and so you need to hit it twice to take it down, is what it's saying. Double trouble. After use summons 2 additional bouncing finch balls to pummel the goals on the field. Oh, sneeze. So the two extra finches will disappear after 10. I don't know what that is, but we want to hit it. Ah! Oop. Boom. I actually think this one might be a little easier than the previous one. Even though I technically already lost a finch ball. I think I'm not even— No! I am losing more finch balls with this one, though. Boom. There. Are you gonna— There, okay. Yeah. 5,000. Come on. Go. Almost there. I think I can get 5,000, but yeah, there we go. We've got it. All three of the points that we need. And now I can just sort of let it do its thing. Next stage. Really quickly plow through this. And I think there are other ways to also get Primos. So a wooden box stuffed with all things. Hit it and see what pops out. Popcorn, goals, or even extra. I actually didn't get any extra balls on this one. Oh, we got an extra ball. We got 2 extra balls. Oh, this one. Well, we got quite a few extra balls, actually. So they disappeared after. One. We need a lot more. We need 6,000 points to get everything. Though I admittedly do only really care about whichever ones give me the most, the Primogens. Nope. That ball left. That ball left in a hurry. One's so slow, bro. Finally. Oh, that ball left. You know, when that explosion happens, it's kind of hard to follow the finch ball with my eyes. I lose track of it real fast. I got the 6,000. And next page. Well, that lost its mind after a snatch. It even seems to be turning on. Spell the shields of. So if we beat the Angry Finch, all the shields get gone. After complete stage, bouncing will enter an inspired state. Points gained doubled. Okay. After use, the bouncing Finch ball will strike back with volcanic fury. Auto-select up to 4 targets and rain down fireballs. AoE damage. Okay. That was easy. Brum brum. Ah! Couple of angry finches here. Gotta wait for this thing to do something. Come on. Whoosh. So I am somehow in an inspired state. I actually don't know how I got there. There are a few Finch books now. Phew. 1,000 points. How did I enter the inspired state again? Oh, you know what? Let's do... Yeah! I forgot I have that fireball thingy. I suddenly remembered that. Oh, and I'm pretty much good now, so... Even so, get as many points as I can, I guess. $11,000 points. Good. We did good. After coming into contact with the portal of prizes, you'll enter a limited time bonus stage where you can rack up a lot of points, but beware, if the bouncing Finch ball drops or the time runs out, you'll be okay. Choo! Kinda wild that I'm not actually doing anything right now. Ba-choom, ba-choom. There we go. Time limited bonus. I want to get those middle ones, right? Oh, there we go. Got as much as I could. Oh, ah! Oh, I see how you get it. So we have to... Yeah, I think we have to hit it really hard to get it all the way back there in those 2 corners. Boom! Stupid bird. There. Go straight down the middle. I don't think I'm... For the most part. I think we're technically good on points. We don't need. We're just gonna keep playing until the timer runs out. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're good. Next stage. I've only got 2 left. After the Glutton Mountain Weasel is hit a sufficient number of times, it will summon a ward. Must be hit with multiple strikes to break. After the ward is broken, the Glutton Mountain Weasel is stunned, after which pain from the bouncing finch ball will be doubled for a brief period. So, stun this massive-ass creature. Yeah. Almost. The ward is almost broken. I don't actually do anything. I'm not actually doing... Yeah! Boom! Hey. Now we get twice as many points, I think. Oh, and he's back up. There. I'm not... Oh, yep. Waiting for that. And we're almost... I think... Yep, we did it. That's all the points we technically need. Cal, hello. Good after. I was about to say good morning, but good afternoon. What are you up to? Boom. 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 There. Alright, I got one more stage left on this. And then I think I've got everything, every Primogen I can possibly get on this particular stage. So, after the Glutton Mountain Weasel is hit a sufficient times, it will burrow underground, leaving behind 2 secret source cores. Hit these cores so they collide with the flame granates, cause damaging explosions that destroy them. Snacking? I want a snack. Well, I'm glad you chose to chill with me. We're just hitting finch balls. We're hitting... This is like ping ball angry birds. I'm trying to get Primogens. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know that Columbina is gonna become a playable character sometime in the future, and I'm saving up my Primos so I can get her. Let's do this. Alright, we're just gonna... There we go. Burrow underground. We gotta hit the balls. My finch ball. Yeah! And we're gonna launch some fireballs there. Oh no. Oh, at least it was a fake ball. Ah! Ah! It fell. Hit that big fat meanie. Hit him. Hit him. Ah! Huh. 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 Alright, he's burrowed underground now. No break dropped intel on our next characters. You know what? I'm gonna have to look this up once we're finished here. I want to know who the next two characters are. I'm really curious. Especially where they left us off. You know what? Speaking of pinball, there's a pinball arcade in Phoenix that I have been to before. It's like 30 minutes from my house, so I don't go there very often. Because it's literally nothing but like pinballs. There are like 60 different pinball machines there. Wow, crazy amount. And they're like all very different. So like you have like the old Addams Family pinballs. I think there's one for the Terminator. There are like various old movie pinballs, and of course like the Galactica, not Galactica, but whatever the space ones are. Oh, it fell. Achoo! Good thing I've already got as many as I need. You hit it underground, but I don't think we're gonna have any purpose there. Yeah. We won. Yep, I finished them all, so I don't think I need to do any more. I just claim all of the Primos. Technically, oh no, you actually do. You need the highest amount of points in order to get the Primogens. 2004. Never mind. The highest number of points is honestly just useless. I don't even use money in this game anymore. Rarely ever. That's it. That is everything. I do not need any more of these. SS5. Temper thyself. I don't need that. Claim. And then Draco Rubido chapter. Fairy tales often end on a good note. Blessings will be offered, and curses will be broken. Make a sincere wish, and it will come true. Wield your sword with courage, and every foe shall fall. In the end, they lived happily ever after. But then what? Some readers can't help but ask. As a character born from the pages of a story, Durin sometimes finds himself facing that very question. His story seems to have reached a happy ending in Simulanka, yet he never knows where to start when trying to explain what happened afterward. If only he had his mother's magical touch with words. Perhaps then, he could turn those experiences into another enchanting story of his own. Okay. What it is? We'll do this. Mother's last wish.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression.
Wait, what?
Anywho, come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
You know what? I will do anything for this
You
MILF.
wouldn't be Clay's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
I will. Recollections. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over? Sure. What is this? Oh, about Durin's past. So since I don't know how many people have actually done this, I figured I'll just say this. The recollections. After receiving a strange fairy tale book, you and Paimon arrived at a wondrous world named Simulanka. There, you experienced an adventure with your companions. Eventually, you discovered that that world was created based on a fairy tale written by Mage M. You also rescued a little dragon named Durin in that world. Mini Durin made friends with you, promising to aid you at some point in the future when you should need it. The once yearly Windbloom Festival had come around again, and so you and Paimon set out together for Mondstadt once more. But strange things kept happening. First, you found the residents behaving weirdly. Then Albedo was accused of murder. Concerned for your friend, the two of you accepted the invitation to join the investigation. After much investigative work, you uncovered the truth, and the culprit was none other than the dragon that fell onto the snowy mountains. Learning of Albedo's existence, the dragon, a fellow creation of Rhindaughter, grew intensely jealous. It then began plotting in secret to destroy him. Together, you brought the immediate danger to an end, only to see an even greater threat surface. The dragon spine Durin was about to revive and bring disaster to Mondstadt. Fortunately, Albedo was prepared with a plan, and your friend from the fairy tale world also arrived in Mondstadt to assist. In the end, through the combined efforts of you and Albedo, Durin, the dragon bearing the same name, was reborn in the Fallen One's place, and the crisis was finally brought to an end. That's right. Durin became a Shota bot, or a Shota. Shota bot. That's 2B or 2 no, A9. Sorry, A9. 2B is the booty one. Uh-oh. Looks like something's going on with Durin, maybe.
Oh, it's Durin!
He's using, like, abyssal powers. Dragon eyes.
Traveler and Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Ha! Scare me.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
Bro, I have faced way more scary things than a little Shota dragon.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
I don't think we did. We didn't get hit. He didn't even hit us, did he?
It's all
I didn't
good.
see that.
We've had worse.
The abyssal power inside you acting up.
Ah, no, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that.
Ah, coffee.
What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Alice.
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
Of course.
so, she asked us to come.
She wanted
Miss
to do something
Alice?
amusing.
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you.
I wouldn't mind calling
I've
her
brought
Aunt
you
Alice.
and the traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
Oh boy,
mom.
mommy dearest.
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley.
Anders daughter. I'm assuming that's just like a pseudonym for Rhine-daughter.
Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
Sure. You know what? I honestly could listen to her voice for a while. I don't mind it. Oh no. She's not talking. Oh, maybe she is?
Whoa!
Okay, never mind.
This place.
I thought I was gonna have to read out loud.
Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same
Ooh.
magic after all.
I will say, Mommy Alice is hot as fuck.
Aha! So it is Alice.
Hello?
Yes?
Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
So, I don't know a whole lot about Mage M, but something tells me Alice bugs the crap out of her.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
Okay.
What's this?
The book we just saw. Yes. Yes, it is.
This is your mother's dying wish.
Dying wish?
My mother's dying wish was a book?
No, I assume
Let me
it's
answer
something a
that
little
good
more.
question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret?
Ooh, that's a good question. So, as a writer myself, my greatest regret would be not producing the work I want to.
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I have, but I have not actually, but I'll say I
Because
have.
It was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story.
I can only imagine what chaos a group of mages could come up with during a tea party.
I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up.
I'm assuming she died before then?
By the time everyone had finished writing their parts,
Oh, there we go.
Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised she could even die, considering she's probably just as crazy as all these other crazy mages who seem to be super fucking old. I can't imagine how old any of them are, but I'm guessing at least, you know, in a couple thousand years.
And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
I can see that.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret.
There's Minnie Durin.
She made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So why am I here then?
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
Sounds like that's
And I
not
guess
actually the
resolving
case.
The regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
That's she's being vague on purpose.
Is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Of course it is.
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said. I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
She really is quite the character.
Oh.
Fine, we'll make do with the breadcrumbs, or it's hardly the first time you've strung us along.
Just
Second
think
one.
of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
You know, having seen Alice, finally, I can really see where Klee got her insanity. With a
Relax.
mom like
My
this,
elves
a
do
child
some
like
deep
Klee is totally
hard work and
possible.
found you two such wonderful helpers.
Okay, so we're assistants.
With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
More than happy to help, I guess.
If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
Something tells me Alice is not going to answer that.
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Of course. That's how it always is.
Hmm.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas.
Old people never give you a straight answer.
Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
They're always, "You young whippersnappers never think for yourselves." Except Alice actually sounds hot.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Given what I know, or what I remember from the last time we dealt with anything dealing with Mage M, we're probably going to be sucked inside the story.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book.
Right, of course it is.
Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
Okay.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Inside the book?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. And when
Okay,
it
sounds
comes
simple
to
enough.
adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
The fuck is that?
And this is...
I like that we're all looking at this thing as if it's actually in the world. I'm assuming it really is actually like in the world because this is Alice we're talking
This, my dear
about.
little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
Oh, very magical.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
Can't we just make more?
So, we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Of course.
It's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it
Was
as a
so
little
creative.
challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
And we're here to
With
help.
us by your side, you'll be just
Let's
fine.
do this.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of looking at her face. I don't know what it is, but she just has like the prettiest face.
And once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
Yeah! Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out.
Of course.
All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
For some reason, I feel like I'm not breathing properly. Alright. Was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born. Alright, so we gotta look for this. This is definitely a nod
Here
cry.
we are again.
Oh,
Alice's magic really is
That never
incredible,
mind.
huh?
I thought this was the hint.
Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues.
Let's look for clues. Blues Clues.
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past.
Corner of countless tales watched over by the honored knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages
There,
past.
a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold.
Okay.
Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be? Hey, you!
So we don't even actually have to figure it out.
Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours.
I will say, so like when it comes to the stories like this, it's always a little awkward because, you know, like with the previous story, quest location something something something. What did that just say? While traveling, so the location is currently being used by another quest. Complete the quest or enable focused experience mode. So wait. There's another quest. Is this the one? Is this the one that I gotta do? Teleport to Mondstadt. I think we have to do this before we do the other stuff. But like I was saying, it's a little awkward because like literally we just lost Columbina. And now we're acting like we're continuing quests like nothing ever happened. So the disassociation between these quests and like the Archon quests
Whoa!
are weird.
Way too many books. Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, I'm on key mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
I wonder what the
Why,
f is
if it
all these
isn't
books.
Cutie and Paimon. What brings you back to Mondstadt?
Been a while since we saw this
Look
hot
at this.
mommy.
You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that it?
You saw right through me.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might
Wonder if she
you
thought it was gonna
both
be
here
us?
for that very commission by any chance?
Pleased to meet
Ah,
you.
Music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know.
So, what do we
This
do with the
wasn't an
banned
odd
books?
job I could trust to just anyone.
Why are they
And sorting
banned?
them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages.
Tell you
All that
what.
to say, I'm
Wrap
very
those
relieved to
thighs
see you
around my
here.
face and I will be
I would
totally
treat you
down
to
for
some
that.
tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Sure.
Just leave the commission to us.
You're as
I want a
sweet as
reward
anything.
for a good job
Well
well
then,
done,
Good luck
please.
in here. I'll leave you to it.
Oh, so she's not doing anything. She's just gonna leave. So wait, she's leaving all this to us? God damn. At least we got flying emergency food to help us sort this problem.
Finally! We made it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? cultivation. Who'd grow one of those anyway?
Actually, that would be pretty useful for
What's
people
this
like
one?
us.
The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
Yeah. Wonder what this is. Okay.
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Of course.
How did you get in here?
With a title like The
You
Little
must have
Witch's
noticed
Dictionary.
by now. I wasn't the one who
Who else
barged in
could have
at
done
all.
this?
When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
And what was that doing here?
Ugh. Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance?
No, I'll be honest this time.
No
First time
matter.
I've heard of it.
At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh,
I'm with
dear.
Paimon.
Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in
Yes.
Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation. Well, waiting
Uh-huh.
around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how Em put it. Besides,
Oh, so she
who
was
knows when
trying
such
to
a
copy
crisis may
Em.
occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So,
Very true.
I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Okay, so how do we factor into all this?
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks
Barbie?
made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary.
Barbie.
Striving toward a common goal, overcoming
Who the fuck is
obstacles
Barbie?
alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
I'm sure something bad will happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
Should have seen this coming.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it?
Of course it
We had to
was.
spend ages sorting through them, you know.
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh.
Of course
Sure
you
you
didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in.
Sure.
We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
Okay. So, and this is probably why we cannot do the Durin quest. So, complete Witch's homework related quests to unlock additional talents for the corresponding characters. Certain character skills and constellation effects will also change. Each Witch's homework quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding character and increase their level to level 70 to unlock their related quest. Okay. So, I guess we'll go here. Which is homework. By character. Oh, yeah, her constellation is maxed. We don't really need that. I don't really need any of these. I don't even use the... Oh, and Constellation 6. They're all at Constellation 6. Sure. Open. Accept quest. Alright. Let's find everyone's favorite broke-ass mage. Mona and her thighs. Oh? Wait.
In the Mondstadt Library, huh?
And we can do
Sounds
this
about a
quest
trip
now.
down memory
Okay.
lane.
Feels like we were here just yesterday. Feels like we were here just before we came here.
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
It's always so weird.
Sorry about that.
And we were
Now,
just
who
doing
did
another
that
quest.
here?
Lisa had left, but now we're
My
back.
golden-haired cutie.
We didn't even leave the
And
library.
My little horn cutie too.
My little
Sorry,
horn
Miss
cutie.
Lisa. I know you taught me to
Little
be quiet in the
horn
library,
cutie.
but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
Sure.
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I
Well,
figured if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice.
as
Sounds like
expected
Durin
of
welcomed with
Lisa.
open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh?
Oh.
Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the
A
books
book event?
vanished
Oh,
into thin
that's
air.
strange.
And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
So,
That particular
disappearing
knight knows this
books.
library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things.
Is this a knight that
Something
we
tells me
know?
these might just be the magical books you're after.
I mean, there's not many other
According
possibilities.
to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Sure. Anything for you, Lisa. Hey!
Kinda looks
Brum.
like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what
Oh,
Lisa
no.
makes of it.
Go to Mona's place. Not yet.
Oh,
Since we're here,
did Klee write this one? Should this even be here?
what's it
Maybe I'll
titled?
show it to Lisa.
Mm.
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee.
Do not show
Hey,
Klee.
There's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Something tells me that's not the one we want, though. The Boar Princess.
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of
M's, after all. Grab all of them.
an experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
I think we got all these. Let's go talk to Miss Lisa.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Experiment
Hmm.
log.
This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters.
Okay. Dangerous
Apparently,
monsters.
The danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
I'm kind of curious to see the monsters it could create.
Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
Right? Second strongest spell in existence. Don't show to
And certainly
Klee.
not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about
So
it.
Alice actually told them what to do about it.
It's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried.
You know, I'm sure
The only
Klee
reason
could
it's
at
even
some
meant to be in
point.
the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on
Of course not.
it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
Right, don't show
So,
Klee.
it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
Probably.
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, did you manage to find them?
Right, here's the next one. Something
Yes,
versus.
This is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
What even is it?
But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
You're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon,
That's quite
how could
the
people of
story. Sounds
Mondstadt
very
accept such a
familiar.
retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away.
Yeah,
for
we
good.
can be broke
So the
together.
version in the poem, it was all a lie?
Yeah,
I'm afraid that
ideally,
question is
I'd
something
like at
only
least
the dragon
10,000
himself could
primos.
answer.
before Columbina's update.
Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Also, welcome Fantasy
Texts?
OG.
The first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, Paimon thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really
That's what
something
she's
you should be
saying.
poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
You know, it's important to build up as many
Seems
primos as you
Alice who
can.
asked you to look for these books. I won't question the matter.
I'm
But
doing
they'll need to
all
be
right.
sealed away again once you're done.
Little
Don't
tired.
forget to return
I'm on a
them.
quick break before I have to
Don't
get
worry,
back to
Miss
work.
Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all
Um,
from me.
Yeah,
After
no.
all that hard work,
What you
I
really
think I
want to
earned
do, if
myself
you
a
have a
nice
specific
cup of
character you
tea.
want to pull, then having like 10,000 primos is
Alright,
really helpful.
gathered all the reference books. What's
Oh,
next?
you're trying to get Venti.
Wait,
That's one of the banners right now, right? Alongside Durin. I'm not bothering with Venti. Yeah, this one. So I've got 4,000 Primos right now. You know, I can also probably get these. No, not what I want to do. I think I can also... Oh, you know what? And let's grab that. But we'll go into shop. 'Cause I think... Go here. Yeah. No, I don't have enough. Stardust Exchange now I can get... I can get a good number of those at least. Okay. Oh. Where are you in the story then? Because I just finished the latest update with Columbina and Nodcry. Birth.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf.
Currently fighting the what?
For
Okay.
she knew,
So
despite
you're
its
not
body being
quite at
born
the
of
new
wicked
update
alchemy,
story.
all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
Well, so at least the good thing about this game is that, you know, even if you miss, like the side stuff that helps you get Primos, you don't miss actual story-related content. It's just like the side gigs to help you acquire more Primogens. Though, by that same token, if you miss an update, then yeah, you miss out on like a crap ton load of Primos. Let's see, what should be used to adorn his cradle? Wisps of woodland air or trace of palladial splendor. Trace of palladial splendor, wisps of woodland air. Trace of palladial splendor.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor.
Palatial splendor.
Then she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Okay.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
Now,
This must
who
be
the
Aunt
hell is
Alice's
that?
magic.
Sounds like the story's about Durin.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the
You don't know what either of those two are.
All we know
Those
is the
two?
beginning at this point.
Okay.
Are you talking about Durin?
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Yes. Oh, the thing they wanted to... Yeah, I think it's just part of the story. I don't even think it really matters which one you choose.
But why does it sound so familiar?
I think regardless of what you choose, the story
I've missed
will
this. It's just like the
be
stories
the
my
same.
mother used to tell me.
You mean Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back
Hmm.
when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud.
Yeah,
Yet
for this
all
we're
he
just
could do was wait
it's
for
just
the
flavor
story to
text.
unfold.
No matter what we do,
Of
I don't think the
course,
outcome is going to
there's something
change.
to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh, is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestion
Yeah,
for now.
I agree.
Now, who
For
the
a moment,
is that?
the story crashers fell silent. Perhaps waiting around wasn't such a bad idea after all. Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
How do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Hey. After Durin releases his elemental skill in binary form, convergence, and division, both his elemental skill and normal attack will be converted into special forms. Casting the special elemental skill, transmutation confirmation of the purity will shift the focus from Rin. Oh, wow. I'm so tired of not reading that right. Casting the special elemental skill, transformation confirmation of purity will turn his next elemental burst into principle of purity. As the light shifts, manifesting his power in the form of Dragon of White Flame. Casting the special normal attack, Transmutation, Denial of Darkness, will turn his next elemental burst into Particles of Indeficient Defense. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I did not read that as well. I am so tired. Casting special normal attack, Transmutation, Denial of Darkness will turn his next elemental burst into Principles of Darkness as the stars smolder, manifesting his power in the form of Dragon of Dark Decay. There we go.
Each day is a new page in my story. I want to savor every scene, every footnote, before I turn to the next one.
Can't do anything there, so let's...
Get back! The abyss is burning shadow!
Clearly, both the golden-haired traveler and the dragon youth were eagerly awaiting the little dragon's birth. Though perhaps their longing burned a little too brightly. Still, such fiery anticipation might itself become a blessing. At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
There a witch once spent a sleepless night. Oh, did not read that enough.
Isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world.
Are
Looks like
we?
there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
Something tells me that's not the case.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon. True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey! That's Alice's voice!
Of course it
Hello
is.
there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Aw, man! Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go!
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Yes, now's a good time to eat.
Paimon has a sudden craving for the Good Hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
That's all for my daughter.
There, a witch once spent a sleepless night and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Wait for another book to reveal itself for the next chapter.
Huh. Paimon doesn't remember seeing this many manuscripts last time we were here. So, she wrote this many books even after Durin was born? Let's see. Weird. Is it just that Paimon hasn't read enough, or were none of these ever actually published? Wonder which story these are for.
Excuse me.
Well, looks like a lot of work went into it, so it must be a pretty great one.
So what exactly are we doing here?
Huh. Paimon doesn't so she wrote weird. Is it wonder which story these are for? Well, looks like a lot of
No worries. Honestly speaking, I'm so tired I probably wouldn't have even noticed. I might quit soon and sleep. I have to get ready for tomorrow anyway since I'm flying to San Antonio. Yeah, I'm going to the Etchy Expo there. So it's Monday to Sunday, I believe. Or no, sorry, Thursday to Sunday. The book to reveal hints on the next chapter. Birth.
Huh. Paimon doesn't remember seeing this many manuscripts last time we were here. So, she wrote this many books even after Durin was born? Let's see. Weird. Is it just that Paimon hasn't read enough, or were none of these ever actually published? Wonder which story these are for. Well, looks like a lot of work went into it, so it must be a pretty great one.
So nothing. Still.
Huh. Paimon doesn't remember. So, she wrote this many books. Weird. Wonder which story these are for. Well, looks like a lot of work went into it.
Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
Won't do that right now. Wait for the book to reveal hints for the next. So, do we really just have to, like, wait? Whatever, let's find Mona. Where's Mona? Soft rain.
Inactivity.
Alright, Fantasy OG, you have a good one as well. Try not to work too hard.
Serves no
Here we are.
purpose whatsoever.
I'm gonna try and stay awake for a little while longer, and then I'm probably gonna head take a nap before finishing up the rest of my work.
Mona! We have something for you.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. You're full of energy today.
Been a while since I've heard her
You have
voice.
something for me, you said. Is it some quick and easy way to make Mora by any chance?
Forgot she's always broke.
Actually, it's some kind of task from your master.
Yeah, that's a hard no. But I guess I don't have a choice, huh? An enterprising spirit is important and all that. I just know it's going to be torture, though. I know that old hag all too well.
Why don't you just take a look first?
Huh. This book doesn't seem so special to me. Oh, whoa! Letters just fell out of it.
Oh, maybe she's trying to reconcile with you?
No idea. Either way, it looks like I'm supposed to open these 3 letters in order. Well, let's start with the first one. If this is her task, it should be okay for us all to read. Come on, let's see what this is about.
Oh, how long it's been, my student. I'm afraid to report that getting up and about is becoming harder and harder these days.
The sympathy card. She could have tried to make it sound a bit more genuine at least.
Remember when
Mona's got no sympathy for her master.
Dear life, trying to use that hydro phantom of yours to distract me?
Oh boy.
Oh, seems like it was just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Now you're off on your own, and I laze the days away in my rocking chair. I really should get some exercise again.
Well, then get it some other way, you old hag.
Second thought, this seems kind of private. This does seem kind of
Now,
private.
I'm sure you're curious as to the purpose of this letter. And to that, I say this. If you want to learn how to predict the fate of an entire kingdom, or even the entire world, head to Sumeru and search for the gate to an underground kingdom. Once there, open the second letter.
Are we gonna have to do these quests with her?
But she knows how to lure people in, that's for sure. Is she serious about passing on her secret technique? Guess she really is getting old.
You two have such a weird dynamic. When you talk about sentimental stuff, you fight. But when it comes to dry academic stuff, you get all emotional. Anyway, this gate to an underground kingdom sounds familiar.
Wait, you've
Yep.
heard of it?
We have indeed.
Yeah, it should be the same one we're thinking of.
Been a while
Perfect.
since I've
I
been
don't
there.
even need to investigate then. Oh, that means no hired guide, no lodging, no shelling out Mora left and right. Come on, there's no
As
choice.
expected
Let's
of the ever-broke Mona.
And since you didn't mention a transportation fee just now, Paimon's guessing that means...
go. Yep, same method as usual. Let's go.
Oh dear.
This brings back memories of summertime. It's actually kind of refreshing.
So, this is the gate to the ancient kingdom of Conria. I'm sure a lot of secrets and tragedies lie behind it.
Well, let's open the second letter.
Let me see here. Yep, it's this one.
As the ancient Sumeru saying goes, rote knowledge bears no fruit until it is watered with the showers of wisdom. With that in mind, there is a phenomenon in this land known as the Sign of Apausha. It is a celestial mark that burns in response to an all too ardent desire for the truth. In that sense, perhaps it's more fitting to call it a sign of truth instead.
The records of this ancient kingdom state there are several large subterranean lakes in Conria, clear and calm as mirrors, whose surfaces reflect the true stars. This is because the sign of truth created in the water is able to bypass the false sky and connect to the outer universe.
I had no idea.
To observe the gravitational forces and influence of celestial bodies, one must be able to see past the false sky. Only by obtaining these cosmic parameters can one predict the fate of this world. Now, my task for you is as follows. Open a sign of truth in front of the gate to Conria.
The rest is a bunch of stuff about the ceremony the old hag came up with to summon this thing.
Yeah, all these planetary trajectories and runes. Paimon's not even gonna try to make sense of it. So, what do you say, Mona? Are you gonna attempt it?
Well, I hate to admit it, but it looks like the parameters she came up with could work. Frankly, this prospect is quite exciting, and heading back now will just cost me another night of lodging, so no better time than the present. Emissaries of the enduring stars, wanderers over ecliptic and equatorial planes, radiant celestial brethren. Traverse the twisted paths of the cavernous void. I, Mona Magistus the Astrologist, invoke the power of Hydro to balance the scales. By wisdom and truth, let the thirst be relieved.
The
Mona
thirst.
Magistus the Astrologist, summon you, O stars, to stand before me.
Did it work?
Oh, we got something.
How did that happen?
No dice. The sign of truth only opened long enough for the monsters to slip through. Darn it. I didn't get a glimpse of the real stars at all. Whatever. I'll just take it out on you.
Sure.
The ceremony failed, but the old hag's new theory seems workable. I have a better grasp of hydromancy now. And the perfect test subject to test it on.
Oops, not what I wanted to do.
Fate is upon you.
Light of the blazing sun! Rev the engines!
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Gee!
There is no escape!
Decided by destiny.
Torn to oblivion!
Phew! That's that.
Well, the old hag said to open the third letter once it was all said and done. But I couldn't make it work. So, should I still open it?
You know, Paimon thinks she understands your dynamic a lot better now. Look, she didn't say you had to successfully complete the ceremony, so you can open it. It'll be fine.
I guess. All the
I
same,
generally do not listen to
there's anything
Paimon,
nice
but
to say.
I guess we'll listen this time.
If you're reading this, it means you attempted to open the sign of truth. Seriously. I can't
Wow.
believe you actually tried it.
Wow.
What are you laughing at, you old hag?
Now I know why Mona does
Conria
not like
was
her
home to
master.
several lakes of stars, rendering the fabric of space in that area comparatively unstable. As a result, attempts to break through the firmament through non-physical means were more likely to succeed. In any case, I knew this place was well hidden and wouldn't be frequented by too many people. As such, any negative effects of failing to open the sign of truth would remain small scale. And of course, as my student, I felt sure you would have the chops to deal with the abyssal creatures that roam beyond the false sky. Even if you couldn't beat them, I am certain you could outrun them. You always were fast on your feet. Ah, connecting hydromancy to the kind of wisdom that quenches thirst. Truly, my genius knows no bounds.
Wow, she is narcissistic.
The practical application of the scry glass has also reduced disturbances caused by the false sky. I'd like to see Alice try and top that.
Mona cuts it off there. Apparently, the old hag proceeds to brag for a few thousand words. Wow. After sorting through the observational results, you all return to Mondstadt. Okay. Additional talent unlocked. Witch's Eve Right. Genesis of Star Signs. This. Check it out. There she is. This. After completing Witch's homework of Untested Insight, Mona will become a Hexaray character. When the party includes at least 2 Hexaray characters, you will gain the Hexaray Secret Right effect, which will enhance Hexaray characters. When Mona's normal attack or charged attack hits an opponent, she gains 1 stack of Astral Glow of Mercury. Astral Glow of Mercury for 8 seconds. She has a max of 3 stacks. This effect can grant at most 1 stack every 0.1 second. When other party members trigger a vaporize reaction on an enemy, all Astral Glow of Mercury stacks are consumed. Each stack consumed increases the damage that vaporize reaction by 5%. So if she has up to 3 stacks, we get an additional 15% in damage from vaporize. Additionally, when Mona's normal attacks or charged attacks hit an opponent, the enemy's omen duration is extended by 2 seconds. This effect can trigger at most once every 0.5 seconds and can extend the omen by up to 8 seconds. Okay. Come and get me, hag. So these, I assume, are... Okay. So that is her extra skill. Interesting. Let's go to... Fischl. Mine as well. I actually like Fischl. I used to use Fischl like religiously until she became obsolete. She was my first favorite in this game. Because she's a...
Greetings, traveler.
Especially because she's basically like one massive JoJo reference. Anyways, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll let you see my cat if he's here. He is not here. He's probably in the living room. Anyways, I will be right back. Ran into my cat on the way to the bathroom. Decided to take him with me. Now here with us. Be joining us. I'm not gonna stay on too much. In all truth, I am. I'm super excited. So
Hey there, Catherine!
I think once I do this, I will head off.
We're here too! What a coincidence!
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness. 'Tis only natural that those who seek light should cross paths in the realm of dawn.
Been a while since I've heard her Chunibyo speech.
She's happy to see you both. And I feel the same. It's been quite a while, Traveler and Paimon.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, Traveler.
That seems a little different than I
An editor is here
remember.
to discuss the
Sounds.
details in person. Much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author of the
And off he
Legend
goes.
of the Shattered Halberd.
What? Surely you don't mean...
Oh, she broke character.
Is this author really that important? What if we weren't here? Or if we decided not to take the commission? The editor would just be wasting their time.
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. That's an opportunity most would fight over. In any case, if the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look for the man dressed in Inazuman clothing.
Hold on. I mean, halt thy steps, good
Oh,
traveler.
she must be a fan of this
Perhaps you will
story.
calm the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the Immenachreich.
What mein Fräulein
What a
means
fucking
to say is,
so fucking
she
shoot.
would like to go with you.
Don't worry, I understood. I understood exactly.
Do you have some kind of insider information?
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor then.
Has been a while. You know what? Nah, we'll just do this. Good old Fischl. I remember the very first time I saw her. She was like an instant fave the moment she burst onto the scene like a JoJo character. That's what I want to do. Enter. So we're looking for someone dressed. Oh, maybe we don't do this. The Good Hunter. Oh, right. I remember where the Good Hunter is. Right. This way. That is not the Good Hunter. Here they are. There's a familiar face. I remember him.
Alright, let's see who lucked out and got this free trip to Mondstadt. Wait, you're Shing. Oh, Genu's editor, Onodera.
Traveler, thank you for all you've done for us in the past. I come here today with a commission from Lady Yai, with which I'd like your help, should you be willing. Oh, and might I ask who this person dressed like Princess Fischl is?
Pleasure of speaking to our eminent person, Fischl, Prinzessin de Vertelung.
Mein Fräulein means to say that her name is Fischl, and that she is most pleased to meet you.
Yep, this is Fischl. She's a reliable adventurer, and she's here to help.
Yep, this is Fischl.
Yeah, I, kinda got that the first time.
Since thou hast learned my name, understand this. To speak it is to be absolved. Praise it, therefore, and thou shalt earn thine salvation.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she...
I think he gets it.
See. I completely concur, milady. Remembering names is simply basic etiquette. And if you might lend me succor in solving this problem, I shall indeed praise your names to the heavens above. As many times as necessary, in fact.
Onodera understood Fischl.
Fischl language
And for the first time.
translating.
You only needed it to hear it once.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks then. Now, have you heard of the author Mr. Nine? He's famous for writing the legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Flowers.
Flowers?
What was that, mein Fräulein?
Flowers for Princess Fischl. That's what Mr. Nine is actually famous for.
Mein Fräulein means to say, even should the creator be cold and unmoving, the Prinzessin and her Immenachreich's resplendence might yet compel them to weep.
Uh-huh.
The author of Flowers for Princess Fischl, Mr. Nine. He sent a letter from Nodcry asking for help, and he seems to be in bad shape.
Bad shape.
So ask the Adventurers Guild or a local mercenary to find him. Seems pretty simple to Paimon.
Where it's so simple. But here's the problem. We don't know anything about Mr. Nine. What he looks like, how old he is, where he's from. He's only ever communicated with us via letter, from addresses all over Teyvat. And he's never showed up to our annual meeting or events. Not once.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we'll need to investigate Mr. Nine's identity, that's for sure. We did a bit of digging ourselves, and we realized that ever since completing the Shattered Halberd series, Mr. Nine's handwriting began to change. His initial editor has decided to retire to focus on his own writing. And he didn't have much to add either.
Whatever hath once existed in this world is enshrined in the memory of the Prinzessin of Ertelung, to endure unchanging in her Immanakreich. For from the sacred primordial words flow the wellspring of all cause and consequence.
Can I translate this before Oz? Let's see. Let's see if I can actually figure out what she's saying. Whatever hath that once exists in this world is enshrined. So, Fischl remembers the words, the books that Mr. Nine has written? Maybe.
Mein Fräulein means to say that...
Yes, we had the same idea. So, we tracked down the original manuscript of the Legend of the Scattered Halberd.
Oh, man. Genyu's gonna be so mad he missed out on this. Wait, you didn't need Oz to translate this time either, Onodera.
He's very... Editors are something else.
Osvaldo Hafnavines, hast thou perceived something?
No such Henry exists, mein Fräulein. I sense a faint, elusive resonance. Something akin to the magnetic field, gravitational force, and threads of cause and effect that surround you, mein Fräulein.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in the end, our only takeaway was that the design and craftsmanship of the paper point to it coming from Qingsa village in Liyue.
Huh. Could Mr. Nine be from Liyue then?
I think Mr. Nine is Oz.
Oh, wait. If we're talking authors from Qingsa village specifically...
Chang the Ninth. Oh.
No, it couldn't be. Could it?
Chong the Ninth? Ah, I've heard of him. He won a Best New Author award for the first apprentice of Guhua.
It matters not. Though the Saint of Tears and the Saint of Atonement perform manifold labors on divergent principles, their power flows but from a single source.
The Saint of Tears and the Saint of... I'm assuming... Okay.
Mr. Onodera, if you please.
Oh man, Oz is already capitulating. He realizes his job has been...
Oz? It's great that you trust Onodera and all, but we're still in the dark over here.
You speak true, mein Prinzessin. Even if Chong the Ninth doesn't turn out to be Mr. Nine, he's still an author. And he could have had contact with him. I think it's a good place to start.
What did I tell you? Editors, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, either way, I appreciate the help. I'm counting on you.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Qingsa village. All the way over here. And... right up here. I remember now. Been a long time since I've seen this old guy. Chang the Ninth. Huh? Okay, here we are.
Chang the Ninth isn't home.
It doesn't look like there's anyone around we can ask either. Shall we wait?
Seems like that's all we can do.
Still, could his absence mean that he really is Mr. Nine, now kidnapped and sent to Nodcry? Perhaps we should have a look around his house.
Yes, so.
Barging in without permission seems wrong. But if he really is Mr. Nine, then... Okay, let's do it.
Let's grab this first. I don't know what these radiant spin crystals are, but they're all over.
Just seems like a bunch of ordinary stuff.
Nay, I, the Prinzessin, have beheld the mystery of the universe enshrined in these specks of dust. What hath been revealed?
is the very fount of wisdom. Ever does it flow toward the shores of truth.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she thinks this is a clue.
Even I got that much. A tree?
It looks like the soil's been overturned. Oh no. Did some kind of overzealous fan have buried him in here?
That is quite the imagination.
Maybe we should call the Millilith. What do you think, Traveler?
It's all right, Paimon. Mr. Nine's most zealous fan happens to be right here.
This one. This one.
And since mein Fräulein would never do anyone harm, I'm certain the same is true of his other less avid supporters.
You dig up the ground. Inside, you find a large bag of Mora and a check from the Northland Bank. Suddenly, a voice comes out of nowhere, and without thinking, you stuff the items in your pocket.
What is the meaning of this? I'm calling the Millilith.
Who the hell is this? Right.
What are you even talking about? Oh, wait a second. You're the ones who came here with that young lad from the Guhua clan. Yes, I remember. I'm guessing this is a misunderstanding then. The question still stands, though. What are you doing digging around my house?
We thought you'd been kidnapped.
Actually, we just wanted to know if you've ever written under the pen name Mr. Nine.
What? Not even a whole bucket of hallucinogenic mushrooms could make me that delusional. No. If I were Mr. Nine, why in the world would I enter all those writing competitions? To what? Demolish the competition from the shadows? Yes, doing a real bang-up job, aren't I? My submission's never even been selected. The classic archetype of the boy hero is outdated. That's the kind of critique I get. Even opening with a plot twist or disguising your hero as a fool is falling out of fashion. Modern readers are drawn to the boundless imagination and innovative world-building character of Mr. Nine's works.
Good point.
Besides, if I were Mr. Nine, I would have come clean the minute First Apprentice of Guhua won that award. What?
Also a good
That
point.
old beggarly Chong the Ninth is Mr. Nine? No, there must be some mistake. What a sight that would have been.
Yeah, and when we were here with Shincho that one time, you talked up the legend of the Shattered Halberd a lot. If you were the one who wrote it, that'd be like Jean complimenting herself for being a good knight. It just doesn't add up.
Should have thought of that
While
before.
This gentleman isn't the Mr. Nine we're looking for, I sense something of interest on his person. It's a peculiar signature. The same threads of fate I sensed on you, mein Fräulein, and on the manuscript. I believe the traces are related to Mr. Nine, and it appears I can track them.
Hey, that's perfect. Once we head to
Well,
Nagpur, find Mr. Nine, no problem then.
how can he do that?
But back to the signature. What were you doing before this, Chong the Ninth?
Oh, well, I ran out of manuscript paper, so I went to buy some. I'm particular about that kind of thing. Creation of literature demands the highest quality.
Ah, no wonder. Mr. Nine uses the very same type for his manuscripts.
Well, that explains it. Thanks, Chong the Ninth. We should get going.
I'm not quite sure what I did, but you're welcome.
Are we forgetting the bag of Mora that we just took?
Farewell, creator of another world. Though I must say, the laws and narratives thou hast ordained can scarce compare to the dream dust sedimented in the Immonakreich.
I'm guessing she's saying that your writing is nowhere near as good as Mr. Nine's.
Mein Fräulein means to say, your writing isn't... I mean, mein Fräulein offers her thanks.
Nice save. Nice save. Are we back? Are we in Nagpur now? Is that the Wild Hunt? The motherfucker?
Did something attack that Sealy? Something doesn't seem right here.
And it bears the same signature I sensed before.
Don't tell me the Sealy is Mr. Nine.
Seem fate has dictated our path for us. Wings of darkness.
Woo!
Come, sever night.
Illusion shattered. Try and stop me.
I summon thee.
Barbados, guide us. Wrath from the sky.
You know, I haven't seen Fischl in her old costume in a long time. I think I have her in her newish. The costume that you get when you do her limited time event. Let's see. Yeah, this one.
I created another universe and founded paradise, for I...
It's funny because I don't think, like, I'm humming and I don't think the microphone picks up on it because it doesn't recognize it as a voice. Da 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 da.
What are you doing here?
Nicole! Nicole is Nicole Mr. Nine?
It's Nicole! Also, that should be our line. We were looking for Mr. Nine and our search led us here, but now it seems we've found you instead.
Ah, I see. Well, Mr. Nine is right here.
So either Nicole is Mr. Nine or the Sealy is Mr. Nine. The Sealy is Mr. Nine!
What Demerung is this? Never in 1,000 sunsets have I heard of such a thing. In
I'm
truth,
shocked too.
I too aspire to be an author. But I'm also partial to direct communication. Talking is rather inconvenient by comparison. And as I'm sure you can understand, writing things down is even more tedious. I thought perhaps if I found someone with whom I could share my ideas, it might give me the same release as writing. But then those stories would never see the light of day, which would be a shame. So, I tracked down an old Sealy friend of mine and told her all the stories I was imagining. Then, I sent her to find people with similar aspirations to write them in my stead.
So Mr. Nine isn't just one person, but a bunch of people who basically are ghostwriters for Nicole.
We even came up with several character traits to lend a certain authenticity to Mr. Nine. A receding hairline was one of them, I think.
Yep, I'm the one she roped into all this.
Come now, it was beneficial for you too. By inhabiting those authors and mobilizing their language faculties, you were able to hone and eventually recover your capacity for speech.
Which explains why she's able to talk.
And anyway, an angel has always functioned like a sort of a flash of inspiration in someone's head. I'm sure it was like stepping into old shoes.
So you, what, possessed people? Isn't that kind of intrusive?
Kinda.
Oh, it's fine. She did it while they were sleeping. As long as the person is someone who dreams of creating worlds of their own, this inner writer within them will automatically awaken.
Wait, but what about the letter and the strange intuitions Oz has been having?
Yeah, what about that?
To monitor the situation and not cry. And it's super dangerous, okay? So I needed some help. It's not like I have the knowledge or power of the heavens anymore.
As for your friend over here, well, you see, when writing a story, it's not uncommon to incorporate certain half-true details. For realism's sake, you understand?
Yeah, we've seen that before. A real curse was written into an Inazuman light novel once.
Indeed.
It's true.
In a similar vein, Mr. Nine's stories are full of metaphors, including one for the creation of life. What it describes isn't made up, per se.
We just never imagined someone would actually manage to use it. Until you came along, young lady.
So Fischl managed to use her writing.
Mein Fräulein is speechless. So if I may ask in her stead, did she manage to use one of these half-truths in Mr. Nine's novels to create me?
It was more like 70% made up, 30% true.
No, it was 90% made up, 10% true. I thought it was too dangerous, so I changed it. See, I knew you'd never read my books.
Well, damn.
You don't seem too surprised, Oz.
Well, I suppose I vaguely sensed
And
it
that explains
since
why
the
he
beginning.
can sense all this, because he
Regardless,
is a
It is an
creation
honor to serve mein Fräulein.
that was made from the books that Nicole, or I guess Mr. Nine, wrote.
Well,
Interesting.
once our affairs in Nodcry are resolved, Mr. Nine will be able to return home. Yes, just tell them that when you return.
I don't want to be your eyes here. It's too dangerous. Oh, but, while you're at it, could you pass a message along to that guy in Chingsa Village? I've been splitting the royalties with him 90-10. His
Oh,
share's been
dear.
buried in his yard all these years.
Wait, what do you use the Mora for?
I bury it, and then lead people to the treasure. Guiding people is in our nature. It's what I love to do.
We took
Feel free to
the
come search
we
for
took
my
the money.
personal stash someday. I've buried it at the furthest end of the Immernachtreich.
I will. I absolutely will.
Oh, she's breaking character.
Mein Fräulein?
And, I just want to say that I really like your books, Mr. Nine.
So we're getting the real Fischl here.
What mein Fräulein means is,
And
though the cosmos stretch forth in unending darkness, yet shall come an hour when all things shine.
and now their positions are reversed, and Oz has to do the Chuny speak.
I'm glad to hear it. All in all, it seems you've already found my greatest treasure.
All right, that settles that. Now, I need to have a quick argument with Mr. Nine about who really deserves to be considered first author.
Dippy Chang the
Absolutely
Ninth.
not.
Wow. No one likes Chang the Ninth. Okay, so we've now unlocked. Oh, I guess we should talk to Chang the Ninth.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Chang the Ninth! We...
Oh? What?
About that. So, the thing is...
Wait, what? So, channeling Mr. Nine?
Sure, whatever. Thus you continue back to Mondstadt. I know I just kind of skipped through that, but it's whatever. But let's see what Fischl's got now. So, here's Fischl. Her crit rate is so bad. But let's see what her new talent is. So, it was undone by the sinful... Which is right. So, after completing Witch's homework of the unexpected, Fischl will become a Hexiray character. When the party includes at least 2 Hexiray characters, so this is the same as Mona's. Hark, Prince Noctrabon, Osvaldo he who has witnessed the fall of countless worlds. Sing now the starry septet for your sovereign, for this is the moment of deepest sin, when the gathered souls at the end of causality shatter the darkness of fate. Uh-huh. I don't get it. Additionally, when Oz is on the field, party members will gain additional buff effects. After a nearby party member triggers an overload reaction, Fischl and other nearby active party members will have their attack increased by 22.5% for 10... Motherfucker! That is an impressive amount of damage. After a nearby party member triggers an electro-charged or lunar charged reaction, official and other nearby active party members have their elemental mastery increased by 90 for 10 seconds. That's pretty damn good. So, and then Ever Night Raven. This is just what I get, I think, for being Constellation level 6. Oh no, so after Oz performs a coordinated attack, the increased attack and elemental mastery effects of Witch's Eve's Right Phantasmal Nocturne are further increased by 100% for 10 seconds. So attack and elemental mastery are increased by, like, 2. Okay, that is pretty impressive. If I could get, like, her crit rate up higher, that would actually be really great. I don't think I can, though. I even have... we don't want HP. She craves attack and crit, I believe. Can't do nothing about that one. So, and I think crit damage is pretty high, but her crit rate is really low. So this is another attack. Bio bonus. Dendro. Elemental Mastery. Animo. Physical bonus. That's not what we want. Yeah, I don't think I can get... I do have some good crit damage there. Yeah. So, I don't have anything that will increase her crit rate, unfortunately. Which sucks, because she really does. She needs, like, a much higher crit rate in order to actually use this crit damage bonus. See here. That's always the same. And that's always the same. These are the only ones that are actually different. So, and I think this one can be changed because, no, we have 3 of the Gladiator's finale pieces. So we don't actually, I want to keep that. I can probably get rid of this one. Set a filter for... I wanna filter... crit rate. This is what we want. Confirm. Something with crit rate. No. So none of these have, like, just full crit rate on them as the main stat. Don't do this. Do this. Crit rate. Health. Don't want to do anything with health. It's crit rate by crit damage by an additional 19%. And then crit rate by 3.5%, which kind of sucks. This. I don't think it matters which of these I use. So this is attack as well. I enhance this. Let's see how high I can enhance this. You know what? I haven't enhanced any of these in so long. What I really want is to enhance that crit rate higher, if at all possible. Crit damage went up. Okay, crit rate is now 7%. So crit damage, crit rate still is not very good. And I don't have enough to increase any of these. Oh. Let's see, comparatively, what I'm using right now, this one. And that's got less crit damage and less crit rate. So I guess if we use this, it'll at least be better. Never know. 7% crit rate. Still kind of sucks. Still kind of sucks. We only have a 12% crit rate, and our crit damage is also not that great either. I think because we mostly focused on attack. Let's do crit rate and crit damage. Right now we're using not that. Don't want to do that. What does she have right now? Oh, right now she has this. So she's using the gladiator set anyway, so we can crit rate and crit damage. Enhance this as much as we can. Sure, I don't care. This isn't giving me a whole lot. It's upping my attack, but it's not doing much for my crit. Yeah, attack bonus is really high. But nothing else. Let's compare it. Yeah, this has crit damage 23%. Whereas this one just increases the attack. And the crit damage is only 7.8. That sucks. Okay. But anyways, I am going to head out. I am tired. So I am off. You guys have a great for joining me. I know I think I fell asleep at some point during the stream, so I apologize for that. I appreciate you guys for popping in. I will see you all next Monday. Hopefully. It might be next Tuesday, depending on when I get back home from. Alright. Start. Thank you, 10. I have to pack, but I'll get maybe like 30 minutes of sleep. You have a good one.